Hello everybody, and welcome back to another LEGO review. Now this set, I am well aware, ain't new whatsoever. I got this set when it first came out in April. I believe it's either April or May. I don't remember. I think it might be... No, I think I might have remembered it wrong. I think it came out... It's just whatever. It was a couple months ago. So I had a little bit of a procrastination on the set. Because it took a long time to build, and then I had other sets to cover. Then I was gonna do it after, but then Godzilla stuff rolled around, so I had to do that. And then it's gonna do it last week, but then a massive heat wave hit the city, and there was absolutely no way that I was gonna lock myself in this boiling hot studio during the heat wave and film with a camera that can probably overheat from the heat, as well as LEGO, which is going to be piping hot. So I had a massive delay on that, but here we are. I'm finally doing it. I gotta get it out of the way so I can clear the room for something new, especially in August when the August set's released. So this set is the NASA Space Shuttle Discovery. It's basically the shuttle that went up to the moon the first time the United States landed on the moon, so that was historical. And it also includes this little satellite and then a couple other accessories, so there's a lot to offer in this set than just the shuttle. So let's take this time now to break it down and let's see what is there. Alright, of course we're going to start off with the main shuttle itself, because it only makes sense. But first, before we do that, here is that label, that information piece, little sign, display sign. This is a big sticker piece over that. Pretty much every big collector's LEGO set has some of these, Star Wars included, so yeah. So here's all the information on here. You may pause the video to read this at your own expense. I am not going to waste my time or anyone else's time just reading all this out. So there you go. There's that stand. And I'll show you the satellite one later. So here is the main shuttle. Very nice angle that this thing is on a stand, which you can remove and put up on a flat surface if you like. But I personally think with the stand, this looks a lot cooler. Overall, the pieces used here, pretty nice, good color scheme. I love how they have the American flag backwards here. Well, that is intentional, as they've also done that with their military suits. But yeah, stickers, NASA Discovery, USA, right here, more of that. Overall, like, I wouldn't say pieces are pretty basic. The pieces used here are pretty much your everyday pieces. But I guess what really makes it special is just the color schemes, is the stickers, the prints. I guess that what makes it really cool. I'm not particularly too much of a fan of this part here on the fin. I know this is like to help like control the shuttle when steering. This is kind of like a steering wheel, if you will, a flap to help stabilize it. But it just looks kind of awkward. I just think there's some parts of it that looks a little bit off, but you know, it's I can't complain too much. I do wish though on the back rocket engines here they have some blue pieces here to illuminate, to actually make it look like this thing is taking off. That would be pretty awesome. The back is actually done quite nicely. It looks pretty decent. I really think LEGO has pulled it off quite nicely here. How about the front, you may ask? Well, I'm gonna show you the front. For that I need to tilt this a little forward. There you go. The front's a little bit basic, kind of disappointing. Kind of wish there was a little more, but it's alright. But really, you know, that's pretty much the outside of the shuttle. If you're wondering what the shuttle looks like off the stand, there you go. There's no lock or anything. It just comes off like this super easily. And then the stand is just like this. Here's a look at that stand. Can you adjust it? No, it is locked at an angle like this just to keep it steady. Now here's what the shuttle will look like, just flat on the ground without any stands on it. And there is, of course, oops, this just came up. Of course, there is an entire inside. Also, if you want this to be flying, or not flying, just on the ground, driving on the ground, there are wheels in this thing. To pop them, let's roll these down. First wheel is down here, and then the other two are, if I could take it out, that would be awesome. Come on. There we go. There we go. Oh, and Mother of God. There we go. There's your wheels. There you go. So you can kind of pilot. It's almost like an airplane, if you will. It has the tiniest of the wheels. As you can see, it's suspended off the ground just by that little bit. And of course, it helps with driving this thing across the ground, if you will. So yeah, this thing does have quite. The wheels aren't too much. You know, you can't really expect a lot out of these, but they'll do. And then to fold them up, simply just push it forward. There you go. Simple. Other types of playability, well, the flaps here are kind of they can be moved. Again, this is all part of the stability of the Shuttle. So there's that. So before we look at inside the Shuttle, I'm gonna put this back on a stand because it'll be much easier to look at the inside if it's here we are, back on the stand. It's actually quite strong for a build that's actually pretty heavy like this thing. Also forgot to show you, you can take open the cockpit of the inside. So there's actually 2 layers to this. So as you can see, the first layer is in here, just like that. One single stud seat, some control panels at the back, and nothing much else. And then this is the second layer. I guess this is like the upper where all the astronauts actually sit. Control panel just like that. So you just put that right back on top of here. And then this is going to be the window. You slap that bad boy back on, and there you go. That is your front. Now, if you're wondering how I managed to put this back on the stand, see these 2 holes? You just slap it back on like this. As long as it goes in, we are good to go. So it's quite special. Now, to open it, of course, we open it via the top. There you go. The arm here is supposed to be locked, but it's not. So the inside is pretty basic. The inside is where you would take the satellite, or in this case the telescope. You just put it inside just like that. It's supposed to mimic the inside of it. So I might as well quickly show you before we put this in. Here's the telescope, if you will, to look at like outer planets and stuff. This is like the thing to get inside. The airbag you unfortunately can't actually open, but you fold these open for the radar scanners, and these are like the solar panels, if you will. And there you go. This is like your makeshift thing. And then to actually do the scoping, open the lid. There you go. There's your scope. And then boom. That should be that should be how it looks like. The next job is to actually move the arms, so we can separate these 2. And then this will allow us to confirm a little grip to hold the what's it called, the satellite, the telescope up. Kind of a little bit of, oh my goodness. Don't really like how this is constructed. As you can see, it's not the strongest, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Okay, so I believe oh wait, I think I did it wrong. I think the way to attach this is actually, yep, through this. Sorry, not quite familiar. So here's the arm, sticks it out. There you go. And then it's not the greatest, obviously. I could do a lot better, but my arm is already getting tired from that. So yeah, the point of this, you put the telescope inside. And if you're wondering if there's anything else significant inside, no, not really. There really isn't anything more significant inside. These are mirror pieces, as you can see. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Show you the stands, show you everything else. There you go. This is how you combine the 2 together. Very simple, just like that. So now I'm just going to reset everything, and then we can look at the box, and then we'll wrap up the review once and for all. Alright, here is that box. Kind of had to, it's on a weird angle because it's just it's quite big. Set 10283 with 2,354 pieces. Black box again because this is an 18+ set, so yeah, it makes sense. And then on the back of the box, oh yeah, showing you some of the good stuff. There you go. And some photos of the actual shuttle, and all that jazz. So, yeah, oh, there's a massive glare, of course. Not surprised, but yes, that's his Z-Box. Let's wrap up the review. Ultimately, what do I think of this set? This set is pretty epic. Now it's massive, as you can see. I do really like the shuttle on display. It'll be really cool on like on your shelf or something. It'll be cool to have a display open up and all the stuff sticking out and everything, but I just had it enclosed here for the sake of the video. The satellite, not a particular big fan of it, but it's alright. It's not terrible, but it's also not the greatest in my opinion. But I also think the stands were cool. Not really necessarily a toy. Oh yeah, and the mini drone inside the shuttle, that was okay. Ultimately, I give this set a 7 out of 10. Not one for me. Like, I did end up getting this, of course, but I like it, but I'll probably just put this on the shelf and just never touch it again. So I'm probably just gonna keep the shuttle part, not really interested in the satellite part, you know what I'm saying? So overall, the set ain't so bad, but yeah. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys agreed with me, make sure to let me know. If you disagree, let me know too. You know, these are my opinions. They're not the official opinion. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And we will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.